So, hello everyone. Let's have a talk. No. Hello, beautiful person. No. Well, hello. How many times can you say hello? Hi. Hi, and welcome. Yeah, my last video was like 2 years ago. I'm so sorry about that. A lot of things that have happened. I did get married. I did some kind of variation of the last video that I did. One of the two, like kind of neutral, but also a little smoky. I actually don't freaking remember. Anyways, so I got married. We also got a dog. And then a lot of things have happened. Time just ran by, really. And then this year happened, freaking 2020. And yeah, I decided that I really want to keep doing this. I really love makeup and I just want to improve, and I like filming, I like editing. So this is it. I want to keep doing this. And I hope you will continue to watch. So if you want to keep seeing what I can produce, then please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, just please watch this video and maybe you learn a thing or two. Maybe feel a little inspired to create this look, this fall makeup look. And yeah, just keep watching. Okay, first of all, we're gonna put our hair away. Just like that. And prep, I always, before I start with doing everything else, I always go in with just like a lip balm and moisturize the dry lips. I was gonna say ass. Ooh, nice and close. I need to always prime my face. This makes, I'm 30 plus right now, so I am always thinking about my skin, and the pores have started to become a little bigger, and you know, yeah, a little maturing. So I'm currently using, look at this, a wonderful pot. So this wonderful pot is pretty much empty. It's actually Hourglass Veil, a mineral primer. So we're gonna go in and prime the face. It's kind of been summer recently, kind of, here in Sweden. And now it's becoming winter, so I'm like kind of in between colors right now. So I'm actually using this guy, which is the Dior Nude. And this is Fenty Beauty, which is a tad darker. So I'm gonna mix those two. And I actually, in my other videos, I actually use the back of my hand to mix, but I am currently using this side. I don't know why, but I kind of like how the brush just swirls better in there than on the back of my hand. About a pump of each, and just mix those two together and spread it out. I'm using the It Cosmetics number 7. There it is. This is a great brush. Expensive, but great. I always go over my lids because I like to have that same color as a base. And it helps priming a bit. I feel like you guys can't really see, so I'm gonna see if I can do this a little brighter. That's darker. There you go. I'm not too sure about the texture. I feel like they're a little drying for me, even though the Fenty one is a hydrating foundation. I like it. I like the Fenty, but I don't know. I'm definitely gonna try some other foundations on this channel. We will get to that in another video. Okay, so we have that done. Now I'm gonna go in with, well, that's gonna have dog hair. I'm gonna go in with this guy, Born to Glow. I like it. I actually like it for the price. It's actually very good. The only that I don't like with this is that it's like this. And this usually gets, I'm very sorry about my nails. I was actually gonna record last week, but it's a lot to fix before making a video. So it became a little delayed. So sorry about my nails. They had time to start living their own life. Anyways, this guy gets very messy. I really like the texture of the concealer, but the actual packaging, I'm not sure what they had in mind. So let's do this. I have just gotten in a new brush, the new, I think it's Kick's own, I'm not sure. Filt'r. They have a bunch of brushes. It's really soft. It has a good thickness to it. And this is the buffing concealer brush. So I'm actually going to use it for my concealer. I before used my same foundation brush, but I think this is going to do a little better than that because the other one is a little too big. And I don't like this little flimsy part. What about you guys? I never use this side. It's just so small. It's a little hard. It's just, you like, yeah, maybe for the corners here, that's perfect. But to go in here, I feel like I spend a shit ton of time and my concealer just has time to sit and dry. So I'm gonna use this guy now. I really like it. It blends in very nicely. My skin is a little dry, unfortunately, so I'm actually gonna heat up the concealer a little bit with my fingers, just so that it doesn't crease so much. But otherwise it looks very pretty, very even. Good purchase. I'm not gonna use any powder. I sometimes do, sometimes don't. Currently, I feel that with the setting spray, it's going to be good enough because I'm actually very dry skin, so I don't want to use too much powder and too much drying products. So we're going to go to, right, this little darling here. I always have to use eye primer because my eyes, they're slightly hooded, not too much, but slightly, and somehow oily. So the beautiful makeup that I do, it just tends to go away during the day if I don't use an eye primer. So today we're going to use this guy. I've had it for a long time. It probably says they should, yeah, 12 months. Sorry. This little guy over here, there's like a, I don't know if you see, am I covering it? No. There's like a little open can that says 12M, and that means that you can only have it open for 12 months. I have definitely had this guy longer. It's probably 2 years. That's 24 months. Okay. But the thing is, I don't go into it. I only press it out. It's just that the format can sometimes separate. So I'm going to put a little bit here. Shake it, because sometimes it gets a little oily and then just the oil runs out on your finger instead. You're supposed to have it like so. Let that sit. So we're actually gonna do the eyebrows. This channel, I'm gonna tell you now, this channel is not an eyebrow expert channel. I'm still working with how I want my eyebrows to look, and they're very bushy. Like my eyebrows actually start here and end here. So this has been worked on since I was like 12. So yeah, and I still haven't found my way of how to work my eyebrows. But anyways, this is how I do it. You do yours, or find another beauty channel that does it better. But I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I think they work very well. They're a little chunky, but just to fill in like my holes that I have. I have very bushy eyebrows, but I definitely have holes. And I think that this product works for that. Now I'm gonna go with the other side of the same pen and just brush it out. Brushing it out usually makes it look a little more realistic, and that's just thick and chunky. I also use NYX Bear With Me. This is like a brow setting gel, wax, more of a wax than a gel. And I'm just gonna put that in so it's actually setting. They're staying in place. Now, the eye should have been a little set. It does still crease a bit. It might be because the product is getting a little old. I think so. So we're gonna go into the eyes. And I am right now using the Morphe. Yes, Font de Frost 35F. This palette is not a new one. And I'm gonna go in with, first I'm gonna use this guy as just a base color. And then I use the guy up here, the coppery shimmery one, and just have that all over my lids. And then for my the shimmery color, I'm gonna use my finger. Ooh, so pretty. And while we're at it with the finger, I want to create a little more intensity in the outer corner. And for that, I'm gonna go in with this guy. And then we're going to brush off the edges. Just make it look a little more soft. And I want this color to be a little more intense. I'm going to use a flatter brush. Let's find a flatter brush. This is a Longwear brush, but you can use any flatter-ish brush. I'm going into that same darker. Buff it out a bit. I'm always a little sharper on this side. And then I want the lower corner as well. So I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. Lower corner, you know, the lower lash line. I'm going in first with the coppery color. I'm gonna a little bit with the deeper red, but just in the corners. Now, as I want this makeup look, because it's more of a fancy, it's more of a fancy glam look. I am actually going to use a crayon, it's called. It's good if it's not too sharp, because we're not going to do a very fine line. We're going to do a little more like a smoky look. So yeah, I'm going in with that first. And to have the eyeliner that we just did stay a little better, we're gonna buff it in with just a black eyeshadow color. So I'm gonna take my angled brush right here, just take an angled brush and dip it into your black color. And then go over right where you just put the eyeliner. This will also help with creating that more smoky look. Before we put on mascara, I am actually gonna finish this with, I'm going into my Modern Renaissance palette. This is a shade that I used, I think, in my last video, I'm not so sure, which is like 2 years old. But so, I'm gonna go back to this guy that I can't even pronounce, Vermeer, I think. Let's just say it fast, get it over with, you know, just get it over with. And just put it here, in the inner corner, and lighten up the eye. There we go. Now for mascara, I'm gonna use my very, very favorite. I have used, I think it was Lancome's Mr. Big for a good while. But then I found this guy. This is a L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I think it's also called Ecstatic, or Paradise Ecstatic, or Ecstatic Paradise, something like that. This is a great one. It costs like half the price of the Mr. Big. It gives your lashes such volume, and it like creates pretty much a fake lash effect. And And I'm not so much for fake lashes. It's just, I don't know. Maybe for very special events, but not for every day. So I'm gonna go in with this guy and hope you like it, or you like to see the effect of it. This guy is also old, so don't judge it fully. He is a little too clumpy. But don't tell him. It takes a little more work to work in, just because he is a little dry. But he still does his job. Oh, beautiful. With this dramatic look, I think it fits so well. Except for that he already dropped me a little ball. What are you doing, buddy? So that completes the eyes, and now we're gonna move over to the face. I'm actually gonna take my Morphe palette. That's like a mix of blushes and kind of bronzer. Looks like this. I'm gonna use this guy who's a little less red as a bronzer. Let's take a brush. I'm missing my tail, so I'm gonna put it around a bit just to create an illusion of my face being a little darker. That's why you have makeup. Then on top of that, I am going to, where did I put it? Put a bronzing powder that has a little more shimmer. This is from Kicks, and it's not gonna pick up. And let's have a little blush. This guy's been my favorite for a very long time. This is NARS. It's not Orgasm, it's actually Torrid. I think Orgasm is a little more pinkish. This is a little more like terracotta-ish. Love this guy. I use him almost every day. I'm gonna use a tad of a highlighter, and I want to kind of keep the same tone, so I'm gonna go in with the one called Babe. This guy, he looks different in the palette actually than when he comes out. When he comes out in the palette, it looks more like a blush, but when it comes out, it's more of a just a shimmer. I'm gonna put it on here. Just a hint. For the lips, I might have used this one in the last video. If I have, I'm so sorry. I need to get other stuff. But this is a good one because it's like a natural nude pen. So it works with a lot of stuff. And this is from NYX as well. So I have this nude base. I think it's picking up a little more reddish on the camera. But on top of it, I'm gonna go with a Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Sexy Sienna. Has a little bit of that like red orangey tint. So I think it's gonna go well with the copper. And let's just go over edges. I'm gonna use my setting spray. Currently I just have a Kicks one. This one is okay. It's mattifying, so I'm not sure why I bought this because I don't really like mattifying. That was very stupid. But it does set your face and it costs like $5. So I'm looking forward to when Sephora in Sweden brings in Rare Beauty. I heard that setting spray is fantastic, so I want to try that. Yeah, this one, the pump is like, so you have to really press it and not just like, you want to be showered with a fine mist. You want to be showered with a fine mist, right? Whew. So that completes the makeup. I'm just gonna go and fix my hair a little quickie off camera and then I'll come back. So that's the whole look. Little coppery, shimmery, fall inspired look that you can wear if you feel like to work, or you feel a little more fancy, or if you wanna, well, no one's going anywhere right now, so who am I kidding? But whenever this Corona thing blows over, then maybe this is something that you'd like to go out with. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you guys feel like sticking around and seeing more videos, which I will hopefully make and not wait 2 freaking years for to do, then please subscribe or at least like this video if you like what you saw. And I will see you in my next one. Have a great day. Bye.